Welcome to Brindlewood Bay, everybody, as we are going through our game, and we're going to get right into things here as we see an opening scene with big white letters that say the actors and actresses in our show for elderly women doing various things, sneaking around in dark, solving a crime or two, possibly reading a book. And first, we see Priscilla Kensington, played by Jackie. What scene do we see Priscilla doing?
Oh, Priscilla is sitting out on her patio watching as Ricardo cleans the pool and just, of course, inspect and make sure he gets everything right. And she's also reading from a magazine she just received in the post and sipping from a glass of champagne in one hand.
All right. She sips it and toasts Ricardo, who winks back at her as we see Priscilla. And then we shift to a elderly nun. What are they doing, Robin?
Oh, well, Sister Mary Pat is probably observing detention down at the school. She has a room full of little ruffians and she's not paying them a lick of attention. She has her Bible open in front of her, but secretly inside she's looking at a magazine of dirty nun pictures. And she's hoping nobody notices.
She looks left and right. We see Sister Mary Pat Murphy, played by Robin, and we shift to an especially elderly woman going back and forth in a rocking chair. Josh.
Mimi's actually not in a rocking chair right now. She's talking to Bud. She's going, Bud, I told you this is your last big of Worcestershires. Come on. You know you can't have them anymore. All right, you owe me the Ludens. Don't forget. And she goes back and sits down in her rocking chair.
Awesome. Zoom in, see that. And then where do we find Opal?
You see Opal, she's got her pink with purple polka dot bandana over her hair as she's speeding through the back roads trying to get to town, taking the long way, of course. With little old lady from Pasadena blaring on the radio.
Amazing. I love it. All right. And with that, we open up on a bookstore of the Candlelight Booksellers, as we see in red titling with black outline the words Daddy Overboard as it fades into the picture, and we move into the bookseller store and we see different a mixture of what is plainly tourists and locals buying some books. They are looking at them. We see some with phones taking pictures, comparing prices online, and there is a little bit of cookies set aside, but we eventually get to a staircase that goes up to an upper room where there is a reserve sign. It says, for the Murder Mavens Mystery Book Club. And a little bit of a red rope that is there. As we go up into the stairs, the camera pans around the loft where you four young women hold your Murder Mavens meetings. What do we see that shows you have personalized the space?
Picture frames of every child I think I have.
Duplicates from the ones in your room.
They're photocopied.
I think that one's Brad, that one's Jimmy. I have to write their names on the bottom to remember.
There's like a ceramic wall hanging of Mary holding baby Jesus.
There's a wine cabinet off in the corner with a nice little bar, a nice selection of wines, whites and reds, and every type of selection one might desire.
I'm coming up with a blank. Hold on.
Can I add, Matt?
Yeah.
If the sign outside, can it be cross-stitched by Sister Mary Pat? That says,
Oh, absolutely. It is a fabric sign.
Excellent.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Model cars, old American muscle cars, just model cars all over the place. Different colors, different makes, different models, but 100% American muscle.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to actually roll a d4 really quick here. 1. Okay. In that case, Opal, you are ending the meeting today of the book club. How do you wish to do it? Anyone can interrupt Opal if you want to. Doesn't mean she can only speak. But that is just the part of this scene as we finally get the audio.
Oh, and that, dear ladies, is why we must always worship. What was her name? Amanda? The author?
Robin something.
Oh, Robin.
Robin Masterson.
His name is Robin, dear.
Robin. Wow, I must be getting old in my old age.
No.
What'd you say, dear? I couldn't quite hear you.
We're talking old. Nothing. I think it's time for brunch.
Brunch?
Brunch.
What did I say? Brunch?
Yes, mammy. Are you ready to go downstairs?
Well, why go downstairs? The wine's right here.
Well,
When's Wayne coming?
Who?
What? He said Wayne's here. Oh, let me turn up my ear thing.
Yeah, your Whisper 2000. You gotta turn that up, sweetheart. Yeah, we gotta go get brunch. We need to put actual food in our belly, Priscilla.
Oh, as that is being said, we kind of hear the echoes of that downstairs as it's overturned by a bell ringing above the door of Brindlewood Bay. And as we look out the large picture windows of the bookstore, we see this quaint New England town in Massachusetts, looking out past cliffs over beaches, and we see it also overlooks a large dock where there are expensive yachts as well as old boats, rowboats that people would just sort of take out. It's kind of a plethora between the very wealthy and everything below. But as we zoom back out from this picture window and look down, we see a somewhat portly individual. Looks like they may have had a few too many church dinners in their time. As the my goodness, person behind the counter, sorry, the owner behind the counter, waves and says, "Well, welcome, Sheriff." And he goes, yeah, oh, I can tell the way you're holding your hat. They're upstairs. He goes, as he reddens his face a little bit, he goes, "Just watch it, or I'll. You know you don't like keeping your tags. You don't want to make me mad now." "Oh, just joking, Sheriff. Still all the same. Go on up. Should be done pretty soon anyway." Right. And he looks a little embarrassed as he's entering the bookshop and undoes the little red rope and puts it back. And you see This man looking like you think he's young from your standards of between 40 and 50, balding on his head, carries the gun on his side. This is the man you know as Sheriff Wyman Dalrymple. And he kind of afternoon, ladies.
Oh, Sheriff. How are you doing today?
Doing just fine, Opal. Y'all have a good meeting now?
Yeah, we're just trying to talk Priscilla into eating real food.
Excuse me, but actually, we were just discussing. Oh, but why must you keep all these muscle car pictures around? I swear it's like my third husband still alive.
Oh, well, that's because muscle cars are life.
Would you like
Well-
to join us for brunch, Mr. Sheriff?
Oh, I can't right now. I've eaten and also I'm on duty, Priscilla. So,
That's not Priscilla, Sheriff.
no, he looked at you when he said on duty because of the alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't offering you any alcohol, Sheriff. I know how you are.
Yeah. You see, he's like thinking of saying something smart, but he realizes he's come here to ask something, so he kind of swallows his pride a little bit. Right. I came to ask a favor. You all have a talent for meddling in things that I thought, if you wouldn't mind, we might actually put to a positive use.
Oh, are we now are we your local Scooby-Doo chapter? Is that what it is?
No, listen. You've caused me plenty of headaches solving crimes that need to be solved by professionals. I just thought, and we're going to solve this one, but I just need a little bit of help. Do you understand what a little is?
Of course, I know exactly what a little is.
Mm-hmm.
Charity is one of the virtues of life.
Speaking of charity, I've got that drag show coming up, and I've already figured out where I'm going to put that money to.
Excellent. I have a dead body in my morgue. It is one Albert Cross, a somewhat wealthy financier. He was on a yachting vacation with him and his family, and their boat is at present anchored about a quarter mile from the shore. Now, they're survivors, and what they say is his family asserts that Mr. Cross was drunk and simply fell overboard. But, well, all I have to say is I have a feeling that's not the whole story. Just something about them doesn't seem right. But without any evidence, I have to let the family take Albert back to Boston. And, well, I think that would be a miscarriage of justice. So, I currently have it in cold storage at the fish market. But,
The fish market.
yeah, I said morgue, but we really don't have one.
That makes sense. That makes more sense.
I mean,
Right.
that's what we call it. I forgot that y'all, yeah, the morgue's fish market. And
It's that over above table. Is that the name of the?
no, I just made that up because I'm going with it.
Albert Cross always did resemble a bit of a fish. So.
Which husband was
More
that?
like a whale.
Well, he wasn't my husband, but my fourth husband, Christopher, that was a tech entrepreneur. You
mhm.
might have gone on a yachting trip with him once or twice.
Oh, very good friends, I'm sure they were. Just friends, very good friends.
Okay, so was it just their just his family on this yacht, or was there other people?
Well, there was his wife Allison, his eldest daughter Sarah, son David, and then the youngest daughter Emily.
Emily. I have a daughter named Emily, don't I?
Indeed.
I'm sorry.
It's always the
Sheriff.
son. I've already figured it out. It's the son. He's looking to get the money.
In In addition to that, there was Captain Curley,
Mhm.
their butler Andrew, and I do believe that's about it.
Nope. If Clue ever told me anything, it was a butler.
Right, I don't need you to solve the crime. Listen, I said this the last time. Just give me enough evidence. Listen, so I'm only asking you because they don't let police. I know y'all have your way of, well, just about making everybody to give you something. So all I need you to do is find me some evidence so we can open an official investigation and y'all can get out of it. You understand me?
Yes, Sheriff, I understand completely.
Now, this will, of course, have to wait until after brunch, as we are feeling quite peckish.
Maybe we could find something at the fish market.
Yeah, we
Oh,
could get brunch at the fish market.
Oh,
That sounds
that is-
great.
You mean
sounds
buy it
great,
like the
Crystal.
locals do?
Yeah.
I made a deal with the devils. Oh, I gotta go.
You drive safely there, Sheriff.
Sister Mary Pat is repeating everything that was just said for Mamie, who definitely probably couldn't have heard. She's
Bye,
leaning over.
Timothy. Thanks for coming to see me. You behave at Academy, boy. Is that right? That was Timothy, right?
That's right, mammy.
That's right. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's
Oh,
growing
he
so
is.
big.
He really has. You
Oh,
fed him well.
You fed him very well. On to the fish market. How far away is the fish market? I can't remember.
Well, it's at least an hour away from where we're going, which is a restaurant.
Okay, well, car's out front. So, Bianca is out front, so we can get there quickly.
Who is Bianca?
Bianca's my car.
You named your car.
Of course I named my car. Didn't you name your car? Oh, you don't have a car. That's right.
No, I have a chauffeur. Now, my chauffeur has a name. I believe it's Ben. No, wait. No, it's Miles.
Charleston.
No. Ernest. No.
No,
I think you're naming all of Mamie's kids.
I think you will.
Ernest was my husband. Ernest Jr., though.
Ernest.
He died in war.
Oh no.
Ernest Jr. also?
Huh?
Or Ernest? Wait,
Which Ernest died in war?
They both did, I think.
Is that the one who went to jail, or was he just scared stupid?
Who went to jail?
Ernest.
Yes.
Didn't-
Wait. You haven't. Yes.
Well, come on, Mammy. We're gonna go down. Mammy gets shotgun.
Are you guys feeling a bit hungry? I feel like I'm craving some brunch.
Sister, I just said I was.
Oh, did you,
right.
dear?
Do you not listen to me? Aren't you supposed to be the ears of the Lord, sister?
The Lord can't handle that much, Priscilla. Let's go. I'm sure we can find something on our way to the fish market.
Some good tapioca pudding.
Tapioca pudding, you say?
Yep.
Here, Mammy, have a Werther's.
Oh, thank you. That'll be 2 Ludens.
You make your way down the stairs of here. As you do, we see a young woman who, in a black hoodie, peeks over the top of a copy of The Murders in the Rue Morgue and Other Chilling Tales. As you come down from your meeting, they kind of look at you. Go ahead and look.
Mammy, is that one of your children?
I think that's one of her grandchildren. Maybe great-grandchildren?
Young lady, would you like to go to dinner with your great-grandmother, Mammy?
Maybe
dinner or
great. We're going to brunch.
Oh, she usually doesn't even remember. You had to remind her who I am.
Which one is it?
It's the girl, Mammy. You know,
It's the youngest girl.
the one with the black hoodie.
Does she got braces? Is her teeth better?
I don't
Uh-huh.
know.
Are
I
your
mean-
teeth better, sweetie?
Yeah, that was. Oh my gosh, that when I was 5. I am 17 years old now. Mammy.
What you
Here-
reading there, little
Here's
one?
hard candy.
Thank you.
Come on, sweetie. You can sit in the back with Priscilla and Sister Mary.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
We've got
I
great stories.
I was just
Yes.
supposed to tell them when you left. Now I have to go and say, okay. And just starts murmuring. It's like texting. What's it?
Come on, Mammy. Let's get you in the car. And before she gets her in the car, she'll put a scarf around her head to keep her hair perfectly coiffed as she lowers, because the top of the car is always lowered. All right, if you guys
I'd
want,
definitely put a scarf on them.
Yeah.
We're going this.
Don't forget my racing gloves.
oh yes, they're right here in the glove compartment. Here you go, Mammy. Here you go, Mammy.
Now, what is your name, little girl?
Apparently, I'm the one with the black hoodie.
Black hoodie. Well, Black
Hoodie.
Hoodie.
It's
Um,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Right? No, wait, no. You're Billy's son. Okay, Janice. I remember.
Janice.
Janice Cheryl.
Yeah, they call me Ginny, but yeah.
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny. Well, you're gonna have just the time of your life. Buckle up, Buttercup.
You're going to have to hold on for your life. Opal is crazy on the road.
I am not. As she,
I bet she hits 25 sometimes. Yep. Okay.
And she's in for a surprise when all of a sudden she guns it and she's already in third.
Sister Mary Pat is saying a prayer as she does every time they take off, but she's mumbling it under her breath. She's saying like an Our Father.
Priscilla has on these oversized sunglasses and this floral scarf around her head. You cannot read her at all.
Yeah, and she's already going 60 in a 25.
Mimi, remember to keep your mouth closed. We don't want to lose your dentures again.
Push it to the floorboard, Opal!
We're going, Mammy.
She has her phone out like, old women are crazy!
And she's blaring the Beach Boys.
Oh, I do love these Beach Boys. Are they still popular?
I think so, but yeah, I do love them Beach Boys. That just reminds me, we gotta go to the beach again so we can check out some more Beach Boys.
We gotta go to Kokomo.
Gross.
Now that is an idea I can get behind. Why don't we stop there on our way to the fish market?
Because we gotta eat.
All right, we'll eat, we'll go to the beach, and then we'll go check out this dead body.
Okay.
Ginny, what was it that you were reading back there? It looked very interesting from the cover.
Oh, it's the murders in the Rue Morgue. It's just horror stuff.
Oh, we like horror stuff in this car, don't we, ladies?
Oh, especially when
Horror.
you watch a horror film with a large man by your side. There's nothing better.
Oh,
If you
Okay.
ask Opal, she'll tell you the butler always did it.
The butler is always the one that does it. If I learned anything from Clue, and that was like the OG horror.
Well, they're both wrong. Priscilla always does it.
That's why you don't let her near the butler.
yeah, I mean, they're just, yeah, it's just, yeah, they're good. It's just, it's. For the longest time, all you could ever get is like Robin Masterson everywhere, and like she came along, and this is just so much better than anything she ever wrote, and
Oh,
this good.
Opal slams on the brakes.
Ah!
Excuse me, little girl.
Young lady, you need to get out of my car.
Thank goodness.
We are 2 miles from anything.
See you, baby.
Oh, I cannot believe.
Bye, Sonny!
Do you think she was supposed to tell that we were leaving the bookstore? Because she did say that she was going to tell somebody. Did
Probably.
anybody else pick up on that?
The nursing home, I was assuming.
Probably.
Oh, maybe they're after you again.
No!
Did you break out again, Mammy?
I don't remember.
Well, I had Ricardo. Go ahead.
And then I called Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Ricardo came as a nurse and
Oh,
wheeled her out.
Well, that's right. Where's my medication?
Oh, I've got some for you. She's still holding a wine glass. This is this, Mammy.
Oh, thank you, dearie.
Opal starts going again, but at a more decent speed. Maybe 10 over the speed limit, not 20, 30, 40. Yeah.
All right. So you were able to get a little bit of food, get a little bit of eye candy down at the beach as you and at the fish market with the body. What I'll say is while you are allowed to see it, it is there doesn't seem any clues or hints upon the body itself.
Hmm. How
How do
do
we-
Go ahead.
How do we investigate?
Yeah, so I would say go away from the body,
Okay. So
which is actually part of the game. The idea is not to be body focused; it's
gotcha.
more to be social and out into things focused.
I
if that makes
honestly-
sense.
Yeah. Honestly, I just wanted to see how good looking this man was.
Was he good?
Was he good looking?
Yeah. So because you get more information, I'm just saying there's not good, but yeah, I would say I think first it's just fish, so I can get in here. Yeah. He's somewhat handsome. Looks like he's kept himself in good health. And he's currently been like stripped down, examined in some point. So you do see like good muscle tone, that type of stuff. But yeah, somewhat handsome.
Opal kind of
Well,
elbows Priscilla.
he's in really good health for a dead man.
Yeah, he could have been your sixth husband.
He could have been, but I don't have much interest in marriage anymore.
Don't you have a yacht yourself?
Oh, my husband did leave me one of his.
Shouldn't we go? Maybe we should go out to the yacht. That's
Sure,
Out there.
absolutely. Why not? We'll go check out the yacht, and
yeah.
I'm sure it's still there. I pay someone every month to take care of it.
I hope it's still there. Let's go. All right, where's it at?
Is his family here at the fish market as well? The guy's family?
No.
Got it.
So the family I have down is Emily the daughter, Andrew the butler, Captain Curly, and then there was one other person, but I didn't get their name.
His wife and his son David.
Yes.
Son David. And what was the wife's name?
Yeah, so I got to go back down to something to get that for you.
We got a suspect list.
We got
Yeah,
suspect.
Allison Krause is the wife.
Allison Krause.
Yeah, Allison
Oh.
Krause, Sarah Krause, David Krause, and Emma Krause.
Sarah Krause.
Allison Krause. Isn't there some sort of like singer named Allison Krause?
I don't know. I believe there was a Santa Claus, but
Santa Krause?
sister, is there a religious figure named Kraus?
That is where they hung Jesus, my dear.
Oh,
Oh. Gotcha. I think we're all gonna go to hell for this. But
that's why we
I
have
went to
a nun.
Catholic school. I just want to make that clear.
I grew up Catholic, so I feel it.
All
Um,
right.
Before, I'm just was Sister Mary Pat is looking at the body, and one of her thoughts is that she wants to memorize some features of this man, because when they talk to the family, she wants to make sure everybody is, as related as they say. Maybe there's no secret babies or anything to cause drama. I mean, I was a midwife, so I have some experience with these things. So I have that thought in my mind, ladies. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, he was definitely a cheetah. Man, looking that good, that wealthy.
Well, I don't think we would have to worry about him having babies that aren't his with his wife. I'm thinking we're gonna have to worry about her having babies
No,
outside of him.
but I am curious. Have I ever slept with this man game master?
Let's do a day move.
All right. First move of the game.
Yes.
This is risky, I think. So
All right. So I just roll 2d.
2d6.
All right.
I don't think.
Oops. That one fell over. All right. That is. I roll a 9.
A 9. And I'm going to say this is vitality.
Vitality. What does that mean?
It's on your ability.
It's on your ability sheet.
Oh, so
You would add that to the.
I mean, yeah. I only have presence, so
It'd be a 0, so it'd be a 9.
Okay. All right. Very good. In that case, on a 9. All right. So I'll say, you can accept or refuse this. For this. This would be you have had an affair with this man as you cheated on his wife, and it was quite passionate, and you exchanged love letters, and he may have told his family. But all you know is that what you know for sure is he cut it off and just said, I've made it right and I can't do this anymore.
ladies, I do know this man.
Oh.
Yes, we used to exchange letters.
Mm-hmm.
We had a bit of a passionate love affair.
Priscilla, were you married at the same time as well?
No, I think I was between dead husbands at the time.
Priscilla, you keep saying dead husbands. Are you some sort of Black Widow?
No, I am not. I've only had 5 husbands, thank you very much.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I guess
this-
we should.
This would have been after William died, I believe.
Okay.
Well, do you know if the wife found out?
Oh, she most certainly would have, I'm sure.
Oh boy, we better hide you when we go talk to her.
Oh, so much time has passed. Who even remembers such silly affairs like
Oh,
that?
I think all wives would remember such silly affairs like that.
Well, is it my fault that I just look this beautiful?
When
It's
you
a-
pay money for it, it is.
Maybe, girl.
Where is Mammy? Oh gosh, she wandered off again. See, this is sister. You were supposed to be keeping an eye on her.
We have to put the locks down on the wheelchair next time.
Well, now we've just started a new mystery.
All right. If you're going to take your yacht, we didn't list this and what you could have starting. So I would say, Priscilla, we'll go with it. Just cross something off of your resources for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me see. I gotta find my resource. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I was so out of line when I said. It was so funny.
It
All
felt right. I enjoyed
It was great. It was great.
That's what this game is.
I can't stop laughing. Hold on.
So, as you get on, and we see some stock footage of a wake on a yacht going around that clearly does not have the same cinematography as the rest of the show. We move away to the Kraus yacht called the Sour. And as we have you getting on, and you are what do you do to get on? I think as you pull aside, I think we can assume you're on. Well, yeah, I guess it depends how you want to do this. Just tell me what you want to do.
So we're on my late husband's yacht then, is that correct?
Yeah, your late husband's yacht. You can get to this. It's just how you want to, whether you want to sneak on, whether you want to officially come on and get invited. You just kind of tell me how you want to do this.
Okay.
Oh, Mrs. Krause, Priscilla's come to apologize.
I think Priscilla is using her wardrobe to disguise herself.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
there
love
we
it,
go.
She's got like the big sunglasses and like the skipper hat, and she's kind of colored her hair a little bit, and yeah, she's like got like a theater wig on.
I love it.
Changed her makeup a bit, and yeah, so she's definitely trying to disguise who she is.
Okay. Oh, very good. So, yeah, this could cause some embarrassment if you get found out here. So, yeah, this is going to be presence.
But I get advantage.
You get advantage on the presence roll.
All right. Okay. So do I add all three together, or I just take the two best from that?
Two best, and then
Two
you
best.
modify.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I roll a 12.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
I'm a woman of the theater.
Okay. You are welcomed aboard. What is your cover story here? Since you're the one going forward there, Priscilla.
Oh, yes. Excuse us. Oh, I've got to change my voice. Excuse us. We're just four little old ladies who appear to have bitten off more than we can chew. Taking this here yacht all the way out here. We're struggling a bit, and I think we're missing some gasoline. Could we borrow some of yours?
Borrow.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Excellent. Then
Crying.
this man in obvious butler attire. Indeed. We'd be more than happy to help. May I? You may come over while I have your yacht refueled.
Oh, thank you so much.
Please, I'm sure you can keep yourselves occupied while I see to this.
Yes, we're a group of singing nuns.
Oh.
Quite. Good.
We're
So
not-
you succeed, and your benefit here is that you are going to be unescorted to start.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So he's going to take care of this and kind of leave you to yourself. Just saying, I'm just going to let them leave here while we take care of this. And you tell me what you want to do.
Mammy, I see you've rolled back into the scene here.
I woke up.
I found her talking to a bush like it was a grandchild again.
That was Harry. He was very hairy.
All right, so ladies, should we split up?
Maybe we should go in pairs.
Yes.
I'll go with Mr. Sister Mary Pat.
All right. I'll go.
Alright, maybe for me.
I'll go with Opal.
Okay, Priscilla. Let's go. Oh
I had too much medication.
Got tears running down my face.
Actually, there's more medication at the bottom of this yacht, Mammy. You need some more. The more you have, the better off you be.
Are we going to divvy up some tasks, or should we just,
Oh,
you know?
right.
Yes.
I call the children.
You
Is
call
family
me
here on the yacht,
We're not taking
Or is-
them.
or is this like roped off like a crime scene?
Are we kidnapping them? What are we talking about this?
You can't have it back until you give us all the answers we want.
You do have a saw, Opal. I feel like we can threaten some people.
Opal and I will take the men.
Yes, we'll take the men.
All right, and Priscilla, as you are walking across, there's a fish that's floating on the top of the sea here. It's like it's flopping back and forth, like it's dying, almost like it's suffocating in the water. And there's this strange purple ooze that's seeping from its beady black eyes as you just get on board.
Opal, do you see
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
Maybe we should get a net and try to get that fish.
sure thing. Mammy, let me see your Afghan real quick.
Okay. Cost you 2 rides, 2 times driving your vehicle.
Okay. She'll forget about it in 2 seconds. It's fine. She'll grab the Afghan and she'll try and scoop up the fish.
As you get across, you get the fish, and it kind of
Oh, Sister Mary, should you do like some sort of exorcism on it? Oh,
Oh, sure. I will. I have a cross on my neck, and it has some holy water in the bottom, and I just start swinging it around. Be gone, spirits. I'm not trying to do anything mechanical.
right. You're not trying to use the occult here, yeah. So amazing.
Well, you
What
can't
is
tell.
that by its eyes? Is that like some like grape jam or something?
It's some sort of goo. Oh, poor Josh.
Oh man.
It's some sort of goo. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, when I was pregnant with my 4th child, I did prefer eating jam with fish.
I don't think that was ever one of my.
Sorry, I was expecting. Can I use my my medical bag to see what's wrong with the fish?
Look at
Can
the
I do
fish.
an autopsy?
Looking at the fish, it's you don't know what this slime is. It's odd. It looked like it was like drowning in water, though the water itself seemed fine. There's other fish around that were doing okay, but it had that idea like it almost looked like the fish in the tank when the water's not changed enough and there's no oxygen left in the water, and or not enough for them to process, I should say. And they but it doesn't, it was in the ocean water, and it's a seawater fish. It's something just about it strange.
Ladies, this does not sit right with me. I mean, looking at the specimen, I mean, its gills are working just fine, and yet it seemed like it suffocated in the water. Isn't that peculiar?
I don't
Yes.
think fish can drown, sister.
Exactly, that's why it's peculiar.
Oh,
Can I take a
thought it was
sample of the
flounder.
goo? I will scoop up a little bit of the goo and put it in I don't know, a little bag that I'll dump out some band-aids
Oh,
and I'll put it in a little
Yeah.
bag.
So that fish is bleeding some type of gel and you want to keep it.
Well, this secretion is very unusual for an aquatic thing. I mean, I don't actually think I've ever seen a secretion like this before. I mean, I've seen a lot of secretions in my day working as a midwife, so.
You saw a lot of fish while working as a midwife.
You don't know what I've birthed in my time.
Maybe we should start talking to people.
All right. So I think you're
I'll
going to
take the
split up.
butler.
What's the first one? Okay.
So to be clear, those people are still here on the boat that witnessed the murder. Or not
Or the
witnessed the murder,
death.
that were around.
You're
they found-
assuming. We'll see what happens.
Okay, got it.
Never let a death ruin a vacation on a yacht, guys. Come on.
So, yeah. So Opal, where's Opal going? If anyone's going with Opal, that's fine too.
I'm looking. I'm gonna wander aimlessly and try and find the butler.
Very good. So you find it was Andrew the butler here, and he's talking. He's lugging a large canister of fuel towards your yacht. He goes, "Oh, you see, he's got gray hair, very fastidious, and he looks a little hazard, but haphazard." And he's like, oh."
Oh, I got so turned around. I am so sorry.
Right, just up those stairs and go up them. That was where you just came from,
Oh, is
ma'am.
it?
Yes. Oh, I know it gets very confusing, ma'am. Sorry.
I saw
my
the darndest thing.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. It was really weird. Like, I just happened to look over and I saw a fish. It looked like it was drowning.
I'm sorry. Have you been out in the sun too much today, ma'am?
I have been out in the sun, but I'm always out in the sun. But it looked like it was drowning, just flapping around right there on top of the water.
Kind of looks.
You ever seen
really-
anything like that?
Kind of breathes. I'm sorry, ma'am. You caught us at a. You wouldn't know.
Are you okay?
Master, my employer, drowned a few days ago. And
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
it's just
That
talking
was-
about this fish, and it brought back horrid. I had to identify the body. It was quite. You know the bond between butler and master or employers, and the whole family here is quite just in a peak of emotion over it.
Oh, I'm so certain. How insensitive of me. I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
You didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sure the fish was fine, ma'am.
Did anybody see like anything? Like, do you? Oh, that's tragedy.
You see. All right. You're a Madeline. Give me a Madeline.
Oh, am I meddling?
You're a Madeline.
I'm meddling. So what do I?
So it's the 2d6, and let's see here. You're trying to be sensitive to this guy, so I think that's sensitivity.
Okay. Oh no, that's a -1. So that's a 7.
A 7. Okay. So. Okay. In that case, you're asking these questions. So I ask you a question again to him. What are you saying to him?
I asked if did anybody see anything? Like, what happened?
No, it just was his body was found drowned. He did like the drink a bit, honestly, but well, to be honest with you, that's why I'm a little upset. I've been seen over Mrs. Krause quite fervently since this happened, but he, I had walked by him earlier before he went, well, before I thought they had gone to bed. And he had gone to bed, I suppose. And he was out drinking some whiskey and just... He said a name as he was gazing out to the shore. Priscilla.
Oh, fuck.
And as butlers, we know things, and he had a bit of a torrid affair, and I realized as I went into town that she had moved here from years ago, and maybe he was trying to go see her, I don't know, and he didn't want them to know, so I don't know what he was trying to do. But something was certainly eating him up.
Oh, that's terrible. What kind of wicked woman would come between a man and his wife?
Indeed, it hurt Miss Allison so much, and I tell you, if I ever found this Priscilla... Well, good thing that she's on shore, and we're here where she obviously can't get. So.
Such a wonderful thing. I'll let you get back to it. And it's up these stairs?
Right, the same stairs you came down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, these stairs. Yeah, I'll just go
Those
right
stairs.
back up. Yeah,
Mhm.
sorry about that. She'll go back up the stairs like, oh, shit.
All right, who's next?
During this time, so I know you said that this is like, well, before you said with the cadaver that there wouldn't be a lot to find on the body, but I think Sister Mary Pat, being a very, rational person, would go to where they think he fell overboard, to the scene of the crime, you might say. And I'll tell you what she's looking for. She's looking for, maybe cigarette butts of a particular make, or cups with lipstick on it. She's looking for signs of somebody being there.
Interesting. All right. So in that case, you're going to roll for your clues. And this seems like reason to me.
Beautiful. Okay. So it's a 2d6.
Mhm.
Wow, those are snake eyes, baby. God. Okay. And that's a +2, so that would be a 4. That's a 4. Before we go any further, can I ask, so if I had wanted to put on a crown, I could do that after you tell me what the result would mean?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's play out this scene.
Right. So, as you look over to where he fell, your eyes aren't great, and you can tell there's something. And so you continue to get closer and closer. And that is when we see the camera move to the back as we see this nun kind of looking over and down and then looking over the railing as a gloved hand grabs the back of her habit and takes her as she begins to fall overboard.
Oh, shit.
Oh, actually, what we're going to say, yeah, she goes, oh, yeah. So it comes up, the feet lift off, and what we see on camera is her just starting to go over, and we fade to black as a commercial
Oh.
for Darren's Devilish Wiener Hot Dogs. Comes on screen.
So when you say we act out the commercial, is it our characters or is it just us putting on the commercial?
You could be the characters, you could be the actors portraying the characters, or you could just be a whole other commercial. But this is the commercial break in the middle of the pilot episode.
Yes. Oh my god. I love this so much. Oh my god. I could go so many ways with this. What do you want, guys?
Someone
Okay,
start
so-
and then just yes and.
I think we zoom in on a pack of hot dogs. Someone's pulling them out of the wrapper, and the hot dog is so long. The hot dog is so moist looking. And then there are people in the background going, oh my gosh, devilish.
It's so long. And you see one of the hot dogs going onto this bun, and it's like 4 inches longer than the bun, and all these women are just eyeballing it.
All right. Josh and Jackie, I need you in the commercial.
Are you tired of generic brand wieners? Well, you should try Darren. Darren's wieners are devilishly good.
They're the juiciest and longest wieners I've ever had.
Try to stick to this whole thing in your mouth.
Remember, only $4.99, and if you buy in packages of 12, you get one free.
What?
A baker's dozen. Wink.
Speaking of bakers, my third husband was a baker.
All right. And they smack Crystal a little bit. And that's where we will take our break. And we'll be back to see what happened to Sister Mary Pat Murphy.
Ugh.
This game is goofy. How is this watchable?
Good question.
I just come in?
Nope, I locked it.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll watch you door in case Zeke's up. I'll watch your door in case Zeke's up. No, I'll do it. I need to use it.
So we'll get our little Mavens back here.
I'm back.
Found my lunchbox.
Back.
Need to make sure Robin's back.
That'll be helpful.
Yeah, this is her scene we're working on right now. There you are.
All right. So perfect. All right. So anyone watching this insanity, what we'll say is what we just did was cut to commercial, which in the mechanics of this game means if there's something that would be quite horrible to our marvelous Mavens, then I, as the keeper, can cut to commercial, give them a commercial to act out, and when they do so, as you witnessed before, is then it puts their roll that they made. So Sister Mary Pat Murphy rolled a miss, and it puts it up one level. So in this way, they rolled a 1 through 6, and this brings it up to a 7 through 9 for the result of the story. And so the way this comes back is as we come back to the show from the blackout, where we had this grab her, this hand that seemed to go against and grab her by the back of the habit. We see a young woman who has very thick glasses, and with one hand, as she grabs Sister Mary Pat Murphy, she also has a phone in her hand as she pulls you out from what you're looking at.
Nope.
And without looking up from her phone, she goes, you really shouldn't be almost falling off our yacht, then sue us. Are you trying to take our money? I think that's what people like you do. Why are you here?
Oh, my sweet darling, thank you so much for saving me. You know it is very slippery out here. I really should be more careful. My mind is just so scattered these days, but blessings upon you. Thank you very much for helping an old nun like me. I'm part of a, traveling nun choir, and I'm here.
Oh.
With the other sisters. Our yacht, ran out of gas. And I was just taking a walk around. I've been hearing some rumors that something very tragic happened here.
Yeah. My dad died. Drowned, like a fish out of water, or like a mammal thrown into water. A mammal that's not a fish, because you know that dolphins are mammals, right?
Definitely, of course. I read that in my, my aquatic anatomy book.
Mm. I didn't think nuns were smart enough to know things. Interesting.
Back in my day, being a nun was one of the only ways a woman could get an education.
How bad for you?
You seemed very smart. You're a real whippersnapper.
Okay.
It's very hard to lose a parent. How are you holding up, my dear?
She has a bit of a tear come down her eye. Um, inconsequential. Feelings are just chemicals.
Sister Mary Pat will take out her sleeve tissue and she will pass it to the young girl and say, I think you've got a little bit of the sea foam on your face, dear.
As you do, her phone comes down a little bit, and you see on it some documents, looking like they were like photocopied, and there's like PDFs, and they are paternity reports.
I found it.
And her hand's sort of shaking, and she kind of dries her tears.
You know, I didn't really know my father myself. I can't imagine what it's like to lose one. I mean, I guess I lost mine, but I didn't really know I had one to lose, so...
Yeah. You're a nun. Truth matters to nuns?
Truth? Well, of course. I mean, God, knows truth all the time. It's a sin to lie, I'll tell you that.
What if the truth put somebody onto the street and homeless?
Well, religion is imperfect, my dear. It is people coming together to try and do their best in the name of a being that knows more than we could ever know. Those without sin should throw their first stone, which, is just not possible. You can only make the best decision you can make. I really don't know what you could possibly be talking about, but it's a little easier if you tell the truth to somebody without consequence. Somebody like a stranger, like somebody like who maybe you could pretend you never said it to and then just walk away.
The truth only matters if there's no consequences.
The truth.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if that's what. But okay,
Thank you. Unless you want to, what do you have a desire for something here? Are you going to let her walk away? Do you want to try to stop, or do you want to try to do something to me?
I think I'm going to. Oy, oy, oy. No, I'm gonna let her walk away right now, but I'm concocting a plan in my mind to bring to my murder Mavens or whatever later.
Okay. So we've had Opal and Sister Mary Pat Murphy. What's next?
Mammy, did you want to go next?
I could go next. I will go and find the sun.
Okay. You push your way around the area, and soon you find a man drinking what looks like fine champagne. This very avant-garde type of suit that just is open, and he has in front of him this monitor on it that has three different paintings, and he's sipping and looking at them out on the deck.
I'm gonna just get up to him real close, look over, hand him a piece of hard candy.
Oh my gosh! Who let something like you on board?
I'm a nun. Take it. It's from God.
Well, I want none of that. So,
Haha.
Well, is there anything you'd like to get off your chest? You seem kind of dismayed. I hope it's not just my appearance.
Yes, it's the sinking feeling I get when I meet someone with no sense of fashion or otherwise.
You definitely do remind me of Stanley.
Well, how I'm sure inaccurate of you. For I am an original creation, my friend.
Oh yeah. Your dad's creation?
Oh, please. He couldn't have even imagined my greatness, and he never really could. Oh, the old bugger. Oh, my gosh. He lacked anything of significance, really, just a filthy lucre, honestly. No sense of beauty.
So what happens now that he's no longer in the picture?
Reminds me of the great performance artist, Gaubal. So committed to his work, he threw himself from the top of a 5-story building. The ultimate artistic expression. And while my father's death it's even nearly significant as that for his lack of vision, my lack of vision will more than make up of it when I use his fortune to bring art to those who really know what it is and introduce it to even those who don't and make it so they can't ignore it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I hope you make big on your play.
Oh, well. I'm going to say don't worry, I will, and I really mean that. You might give yourself a heart attack, old thing.
Be careful. Don't want to go falling off ships. She turns around and just strolls away.
All right. If you want to meddle, you can try to tell me how specifically you'd like to do so. But you don't have to. It's up to you.
Does he have any like luggage or any bags around him?
He does, in fact.
Can I try to like grab one and take it with me?
Interesting. Yeah, this is a day move. Let's go ahead. Roll those 2d6. And I think composure.
Alright. I have composure. So that is an 8.
Oh, very nice. Okay. If you go through with this, they're going to notice it's missing and put together who took it in a few minutes, which could lead you to be vulnerable for a retaliation or to have your whole crew kicked off the yacht.
I
Do you
would
want
like
to still go through it?
I would like to use my maneuver, my move,
Okay.
my Angus MacGyver. When you improvise in a situation using whatever at hand, the other players and keeper have to name 3 objects you find in the environment. So long as you can give the plausible explanation for how these 3 objects together are helpful in this current situation, you can get an automatic 12 on a single associated die. This move can only be used once per mystery.
Okay. All right. As you go to do this, I'll start. You find a paintbrush that you can tell is made of horsehair and with a nickel thing that binds it, and the wood is mahogany. So we'll need the other ones.
So I gotta name something that's around.
That's around them, yeah. That they have access to real quick.
And what part
Okay.
of the boat are they on?
They're on a deck that's overlooking the ocean, so like the main prow of it.
Gotcha.
You find scuba gear.
I'll say you find too one of those I don't know what they're called, but the thing that the ropes that boats have are tied around, that little like hook like thing, but it's broken. So the hook is there but broken. So it's hanging off of where it's supposed to be.
Okay, I'm going between two different things here. An air horn. Yeah, you find an air horn. Just a little small one.
Oh my gosh, I have a whistle. We could form a band.
All right. So an air horn, a paintbrush, a hook, and a scuba gear. This is what I got.
MacGyver it.
Okay. So scuba gear, does it have full intact scuba gear? Like, is everything there?
If you
Yeah.
want.
Or what? Like,
I said
oxygen,
scuba
okay.
gear.
So then she is going to take the air horn, can push the paintbrush into it, so that and then attach it to the hook. So then when she pushes on it, it will unscrew the oxygen, which will then fill up the scuba gear as like a balloon mask type thing, like a balloon animal, to get his attention to look at that.
All right. So it all right. It moves up as you grab. I go, ah! Like, oh, it's the ghost of my father! Ah! Thou foul beast, go back to the hells! Oh, revenge on those who mistaken. Oh, or revenge on your own drunkenness. And anyway, as he starts to diatribe and do an impromptu monologue, you are able to grab this bag. And when you decide to try to look for a clue in it, we'll give you advantage.
Cool. And then I'm gonna go
But
try.
you make off this whole like screwing with this little thing.
Yeah.
This big air horn
Find my
goes off
friends.
and then it plays. The old woman.
Hamilton was so much better.
She runs off.
All right, then to Priscilla.
Priscilla makes herself up to the captain's deck to see this Captain Curly. How I do love a man in uniform.
Amazing. You see him. He's in dazzling officer's whites with a megawatt smile. Oh, did you see he's gray at the temples? His captain's hat with an anchor on there. And you Would you recognize him, as he is a Brindlewood Bay native? And he goes, Well, welcome. I don't know you.
No, we have not met. Oh, it's so sunny up in here. Do these windows have blinds?
Oh, not quite. We're supposed to be looking out in order to see. Don't really have blinds. It doesn't really work out. You can't see where you're going.
Oh, that's all right.
Said, well, welcome. I guess you must be a guest of the Crosses. I'm so sorry. I just kind of snuck up on me. You're so dazzling.
Yes, I'm Sister Mary Jo.
Sister. Excellent. Welcome, Sister Mary Jo.
Oh, you can just call me Silly.
Oh. All right, Silly. Did you need something coming up on here? Can I help you? Do you need water? Do you need a direction somewhere?
Oh, actually, yes. I was so fascinated by the inner workings of a large machine like this, and I was hoping you might show me the ropes.
Oh, yeah. Certainly. Absolutely. As he begins instructing you upon how to, like, you just put your hands over here, and this is how you'd go. I mean, we're not going to do anything now.
Oh, perhaps you could take my hands and show me how to work the wheel, Captain.
Kind of goes left and right. We actually have to stay docked and stay here for now. It's the sheriff just needs to stay around a few days before I get them all back.
Now, last night I heard about the ruckus on the yacht. Now, I've noticed these windows here. Looks like you can see just about anything. I don't suppose you saw anything last night.
Go ahead and roll me some meddling. This would be meddling with presence.
Can I use a cozy item to get advantage?
What are you using?
Chicken cutlets.
Oh. Yeah, because I get where you're going. Yeah.
All right. Good. Okay, that's really good. 11.
11. That's very good. Well, I mean, and he, looks down and back up. Well, yeah, I did see, something. I mean, kind of breathes. Well, I guess I heard it at first, but it was just middle of last night. I heard arguing. It was quite, well, they're both in quite a tizzy. I came out wondering what it was. I wasn't quite sure. Then I saw Miss Emily and Miss Sarah just having it out. It was just sort of crazy. I mean, Sarah's so much older than Miss Emily. But,
are they sisters?
Yes, her sisters, and they were just arguing up a storm. But other than that, nothing much.
Well, do you remember what they were saying? Perhaps you could whisper it in my ear.
Well, I mean, I certainly would like that, but I honestly couldn't make it out.
Oh, what a pity.
But they were quite emotional. I mean, they might have even laid hands on each other if I hadn't.
Really?
Yeah, if I hadn't kind of come around and just see if everything was all right, then they just kind of said, "Everything's fine, Curly," and went their
Laid
separate
hands
ways.
on each other.
They might have if I hadn't come around.
Would you say one was about to hit one here and she moves her hand over to his face cheek? Or was it a little higher? Like this?
I mean,
Or perhaps right here, and she kind of moves her fingers over to his lips.
he is red and blushing. On yeah, maybe, yeah.
Well,
It's totally enamored and gobstruck.
well, you know how you make busted lip feel better? She just leans in and goes for it.
He goes, and we go from there, I think, to the scene where all of you would meet up. Let's describe it.
All right. Are we still on the ship?
You tell me.
Hey, ladies.
I'm fixing my hair. Yes.
Are we on the ship? You got to tell me if you're on the ship.
We're still on the ship, I think. I think we finally meet up where we're supposed to meet up.
Okay.
We're supposed to be. Like, have any of you seen the missus?
No. Of course, I haven't really been seeking her out.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we should probably give you a code name. I know, Annis.
Oh, no, I've already used the code name. I'm Sister Mary Jo.
Mary Jo?
Shalom to you.
Sister Mary Pat comes trotting by. Ladies! Ladies!
Oh my, sister, you are just in a mood.
Come closer. I've cracked the case just like Amanda Delacourt would have done it. I've done it. I've figured it out.
Have you?
Oh, Opal.
Yes.
Now listen, I want the credit for cracking the case, but I will say that Opal was right. It must have been the butler. Okay, listen to this. Get this. Come, quick. It's a secret, okay? I met Emily. I was about to fall to my death, just like the murderee, the recipient of the murder, fell to his death. I was going to follow, and she saved me. Now note, she had gloves on, and this is very important. Anyway, she saved me. She was very sort of like aloof and standoffish, but only the most rational and smartest people are. And she said that she had a secret that might cast somebody in the family out. And I saw on her phone with my eyes, I still got it. And I saw on her phone a paternity test. Now, I couldn't read it, but I saw that it said paternity test results. Now, why would she be worried about a paternity test potentially casting somebody from the family out? If not, that it showed that one of them was the spawn of the butler.
The spawn of the butler. So
Sorry,
the butler.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Now listen.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Okay, no, you go. Open the fight.
I talked to the butler. The butler definitely knows that Priscilla lives here, and he definitely has like a mark on her head.
We have another potential murder on our hands. Priscilla, we have to keep you safe.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Captain Curly has the situation under control. And by the way, he saw Emily and Sarah arguing. Now, at first I was wondering what they're arguing about, but if this is a paternity test, what if Emily is... Wait, you spoke to Emily?
Yeah, well, I mean, my memory isn't what it used to be, but I'm pretty sure I spoke to Emily.
Okay, so you spoke to Emily. What if Emily is the daughter of Sarah?
And not her sister?
Well, he mentioned that distinct age difference. And I was wondering, what if that has something to do with it?
then that would be the results of a maternity test. Now listen, so if we wanted to nab Emily's phone, I think we could, because she had those gloves on, remember? So I don't think we need a fingerprint, as the new kids do, to get into their phones. We must be able to crack it on our own.
Well, what did Mammy find?
Yeah, Mammy. Mammy?
You must be asleep again.
Mammy?
Mammy!
Mammy.
Oh,
She finally like
awake.
comes up.
Oh, she's still alive. Oh,
She's pulling this bag, and she's like just dragging it at this point because very heavy. I found this bag. It belonged to the boy. I stumbled across it. It just came with me.
it just came with you like a little lost puppy.
It's a very nice bag.
I haven't
It
looked
is.
through it yet.
Let's
but
open
it's-
it.
Let's open it, yeah.
Right here. Let's do it.
Okay.
Everybody put on some latex gloves, or actually probably the alternatives, because some people have a latex allergy, so that we can avoid fingerprints.
Okay, do you have any gloves, sister?
Oh, obviously, in my medical bag.
Oh, okay.
And give the person handling the bag some gloves so that we avoid putting our fingerprints on this man's property.
Yeah,
Oh, good
Mandy's fingerprints are all over that already. But okay.
All right, the bag opens. Maybe this is your bag. So I need 2d6 with a reason. With advantage, sorry. So 3d6. You have advantage on this, and it's a
3d6.
reason roll.
Okay. Character sheet. So that is a 4, 1, and a 3. Plus
Okay,
a
so
reason
4 to
is a
3
1.
is 7. So 7
Plus,
gives you 8.
yep. And I think at this moment, I might put on a crown also.
So you're gonna get a 12 plus on this.
What if we did the
Yep.
book? Have we done the book one yet?
Mm-mm.
You've not done a book yet. If you want to.
Oh.
I mean, that is an option. We're getting close to the end here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, so crown goes up once. You go from 7 to 9 to a hit. So you would just get the clue free and clear with the crown.
What's the book one do?
So the book,
Would be an automatic 12 plus. So if we wanted to save the book for like something that was a fail, a crown couldn't get us from a fail to a success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the book could.
But we
Yeah,
are
let-
going to be going to theorizing soon, so
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
yeah, the crown's going to get you to a hit, and then which is like a clear success, and then the Go Crown mystery moves. That can also let you state something about the current situation if you wanted to, or get a 12 plus to a single relevant roll. So it's up to you, however you want to do this. So searching the bag could work. You tell me what you want to do.
I think she's gonna put on a crown,
Okay.
and she is going to have a flashback to her fondest memory of her husband, Ernest, on their wedding day. It was right before he shipped off for World War II. It was on the Independence Day, 4th of July. The fireworks were in the air. We were out there standing on the barge, all of our 3 children at the time. And it was just a beautiful romantic date under the sunset.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
And as you look it up, the sunset is red as it goes down, and we fade into opening up this bag to a blood-soaked rug.
All right, we need to get this to the sheriff. They have those specialized machines now. They can, lick the blood and tell where it comes from. I really don't know.
Great idea! And Sister Mary Pat will lick a piece of the blood, not so much what Priscilla said, but more to see, just make sure it's not paint.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna taste the blood.
I drink the blood of Christ all the time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It is the irony taste of blood.
That
Okay.
shit is fresh. That's the good stuff.
Okay, but here's the question, guys.
I didn't do it.
Okay, just I don't remember the mister having any type of wound that would lead to this kind of blood loss.
That's a fair point, Opal.
Have any of you seen the wife?
I have not.
Well, looks like we may have a double homicide on ourselves here.
Dun dun dun!
Maybe we should let them know that Priscilla's on here. I'm sure the wife would come out with her blood boiling if we oh, Priscilla.
That is true. I know. I'll get on the other yacht, our yacht, and I'll start calling for, what's his name again? Albert. I'll start calling for Albert, professing my undying love for his sleeping corpse beneath the sea. Just like my third husband, he was a sailor.
And when the killer comes for you, we'll spring and grab him with my blanket.
Are you trying to trap the killer?
We're trying to see if someone's alive.
Yeah, we're trying to see if the wife's still alive.
Okay, cool.
Why not just go to her quarters and knock on the door?
Like, you know what? That's a great idea. I'll deal there.
Well, all right.
Let's not have a double homicide here, or hopefully not a double homicide, and I'll go down to her quarters and what I presume are her quarters and knock on the door.
Absolutely, as you dunk, and from within, you hear, what?
Oh, excuse me. I'm
Andrew, if that's not
Yes.
a mimosa, you are so in trouble.
I've got the mimosa here, my lady.
Oh, good. And she opens up, the door opens up, and they're thin and graceful, well dressed, even in her current state. Is Allison Krause.
I just look shocked as down the hallway, like somebody just ran away. Like, oh, they move fast.
Andrew moves fast.
Oh, hi. I'm Sister Mary.
Give me a presence roll here.
Oh no. Oh, wrong thing. Hold on. Too many things happening. Presents. Ooh, okay. 10.
Okay, very good. Absolutely. Then you described to me what it looks like to totally convince her of all this.
She after she knocked and was like, yeah, I have it right here, she kind of moved back away and make it look like she was walking down the hallway. I guess that's what it is. And she has her hand on her chest, just this gobsmacked look. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've never seen a man move so fast.
Well, clearly you never spent time with my late now husband. Oh,
Oh yeah, I heard from. Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss.
well, he would have the gall to get himself killed when I'm on the precipice of a charity fundraiser.
Killed? I thought it was an
Uh,
accident.
I'm assuming it was an accident. Honestly, he just accidentally got himself killed. That man can be so self-involved.
God, I really like whenever she said that. I really wanted to say insight check, and I can't do that.
I mean, come on. I am knee deep in my preparations for the Warriors Ball. I don't know if you know, but it is a charity event
You do
for veterans
charity?
suffering from testicular cancer, and
Oh,
it
I
is a
love
week from now.
charity. I love charity. I do charity all the time.
Oh, what type of charity do you do?
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but I'm the Granny Hot Rodder.
Oh no, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I do. I race people for money, and I put on charity events all the time. I have one coming up this Saturday.
Well,
Have you ever been?
I'm sorry. Now I just think about it. Who are you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Sister Mary Ann. I'm part of a group. I do charity, but I'm also a part of a nun choir.
A nun charity choir.
Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess we are so distraught on here. It is good to have some presence of those who believe in something other than what is here.
She'll put her hands together like she's praying. It is a shame that such a man is so insensitive to your plight and trying to make money for the good of others.
See, this is true sympathy from someone who understands.
Yes. There's so much. Discourse is not good for the soul, and we should always try and let out our frustrations in the most healthy way possible by talking to people.
Did you just say discourse is not good for the soul and then ask her to have discourse?
Discourse as in like
Discord?
yes, that's what I
Okay,
meant.
yeah,
Discord.
all good.
Yes.
I'm just checking.
I'm sorry. My brain's I'm way past my bedtime.
No, you're good. I want to make sure it wasn't the character because it really could be right now. So this,
Yeah. You're right.
that was why I wanted.
Discord is not good for the soul.
Well, let me well, let me just reapply my makeup and then I will yeah, I think we can have a talk and we'll leave for the moment. And all of you are here, I guess, because you all went down, right?
Oh,
I guess
okay.
you might have been. I thought you all went down, so I think you're
That's
just
fine.
against the thing. It's up to you, however you want to do this. As she goes to the bathroom, what do you want to do?
I go on in.
Shit.
Check out her drink selection.
Nice.
I wonder if Priscilla, maybe you should wait outside. I feel like you're a very risky person to have in this room right now.
Is she Priscilla? Is she missing a rug?
Well, I'm looking around. What does the decor in here look like compared to the rug?
Okay. You're kind of searching, trying to gather some information. So go ahead and meddle. I think here. This is reason.
5.
Use something.
Well, I think based on the hour we're at, I think it's time we brought in a book.
Yes.
Do it.
All right. So you have to say the words.
What? Oh, I say words?
This reminds me of.
Oh, this reminds me. of something that happened to Amanda Delacourt.
Go ahead. You all work together. So we need the name of the Old Crown mystery in question.
This is Daddy Overboard, right?
What we're playing is Daddy Overboard.
I don't know what the name
The
of
name of the book. Name of the
I
book.
don't know what the name of the
Oh,
book.
the name of
The book you're referencing right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
the name
okay.
of the mystery
This is
book.
the bloody rug.
The bloody rug. Oh yes, I remember the bloody rug. Didn't you remember it was the butler?
Was it the butler?
Oh,
That's where you got that from, Opal.
I have it out for this butler.
So you have the bloody rug, the problem that Amanda found herself in that's similar to what the Mavens are experiencing.
Oh yeah.
Someone else could do that. So I mean, you could do more than that, but go ahead.
The problem. Oh, she was
I
trapped
remember.
in the room trying to find clues, but the wife of the dead husband came in and she had to hide.
That's right. And she had to choose between hiding in the closet with that beautiful man named, it was Billy, or going under the bed and hiding with that man named Todd.
Shh. Go ahead,
But-
somebody else.
But she ended up choosing the best part. She threw him under the bare-skinned rug. And that's why it became bloodied.
Under there. Wait, what? How did it become bloody?
I think you skipped the part there, Mary.
I don't remember.
I just remember Todd.
I just skipped to the end.
She rolled under the bed and she found, I also can't remember his name, John James, but she was able to find a particle of hair inside of the bloody rug that matched John James Jingleheimer Smith, whatever his name was, and that's how she cracked the case.
It was Todd.
It was Todd. Todd was the one that was murdered, or was he the one that was a killer?
Oh, he was definitely a killer. Yeah, killer eyes, anyway.
Yeah,
That-
and that wasn't okay. But the thing is, the rug came from the master bedroom, and that the wife rolled him up in, and the wife and the butler rolled it out like some sort of cleaning day over the edge of the ship.
Wait, so how did she solve this again?
Wait, how did she have the rug then if it was overboard?
She rolled it up and threw it overboard.
No, she rolled him up to get him up over on the stairs, and
Oh, yes, and then she fluffed it out like after Sunday dinner.
yes.
You know, a little lemon starch would have cleaned that right up.
We are so messed up. How do we?
So based on all of this, what action do you take to find whatever it is you're going to find?
All
Oh,
right.
you know what we should do? We should put the rug out.
No, I got it. Inside of the rug, if it's all rolled up, it would show the shape of the person who was in it.
Yeah, we should roll the rug back out onto the floor so she freaks out and and confesses.
Or we could just roll each member of the family in it and see which one contorts to the shape of the rug.
But the father's dead. The father's the only one that's dead. I'm gonna roll. I think we should roll out the rug onto the floor where it was supposed to be, and watch the wife freak out and turn herself in.
I agree with Opal.
Okay, so you put the rug out. All right, so the rug comes and it lays out onto the floor.
To be clear, there was not a rug already here. Did we ever answer that question? Because I think was Priscilla looking for one.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
We can say there's no rug. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, no rug. And as you put it out, there is a cod. As you look at it, there's a rat stuffed in its mouth.
A cod to the fish
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
with a rat
rhymes with
inside the
cod.
like a turducken.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Todd the cod.
cod ratin. Rad codin?
So there's a rat in the cod
The rat
in the rug.
Mm-hmm. And there's this strange moment as you do that the whole room begins to shift.
Ooh.
It bends,
Ooh.
and the fish head looks at all of you.
Jesus Christ.
Fight! And then everything goes back to normal, and you hear Allison finishing the toilet flushing.
Priscilla, did you give us all some of your fun medicine again?
I think that fish just said fight.
Oh, fight! Oh,
This is
I think-
void.
what is happening? I feel. Am I having a? Oh, I know. I knew I shouldn't have taken that acid back in the 70s.
Quick, roll the rock back up. We need to reevaluate the situation.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
All right. Would you like to theorize or not? You don't have to right now, but I just want to.
I guess so.
You don't have to. We can continue with the scene. There was just some talk of like we're going to get her to confess or whatever.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm checking in to see if that's what you want to do, or if you want her to come out to this scene and see what happens.
we can
Kind
see
of
what
want
happens.
to see what happens.
Okay. I think for the purposes of this, I'm going to say we've moved to the night of the game. So with that in question, this is definitely a presence roll to see how this is going to go. So I'm going to need the night move with presence.
Did we
Alright.
get for using the book? I don't know if we used it well enough, but for using the book, did we get the effect? Did that happen already?
You got the clue, which is a cod with a rat stuffed in its mouth.
Got you. Okay.
Oh.
So and actually at this point I want to review because I realize sometimes when I flavor we miss it's easy to miss things.
Yeah.
So you have a blood-soaked rug.
Yeah.
You have
Paternity
an
test.
argument between two of the suspects.
Okay.
You have the paternity test. You have a taboo love affair.
Oh,
And
And
you
then
have a cod with a rat stuffed in its mouth.
that's what, 6?
5.
5.
So those are the clues you've collected. Because the taboo love affair was with Priscilla, but yes.
Yeah. So somebody was. I'm thinking. Okay, I kind of want to see how this plays out, how she reacts, because this is just a weird scene, and Opal
Okay.
feels like she's having a bad acid trip. Like,
Then let's do the night move. Someone needs to give me the check here for presence.
I guess that's me.
guess
Oh gosh, and you're in the room. This is even more shocking.
All right. Uh, 9.
A 9. Okay. Okay. You've thrown it out, and Priscilla, you ready yourself as the door opens And as you tip your head, your outfit comes off, at least the top, and you revere yourself in all the presence and power of Priscilla Kensington. And she comes out, and you see her mouth whisper words as she looks, says, "Sturdy gray hair, like fluffy clouds, piercing ocean eyes. You're the bitch."
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh. Wait, you two know each other?
Yes, she had trouble keeping her man happy.
Well, from what I've heard, you are an all-purpose entertainer.
And from what I've heard, you haven't entertained anyone except for yourself in quite some time.
The three of us are just popping Werthers.
5 hard candies. 5 hard candies for Priscilla. I got it right now.
Sister Mary
2 to
Pat
1.
is doing the sign of the cross because she finds this exchange very steamy.
Well, why don't you get your hoary ass off my boat?
Well, because, once again, your inability to take care of your man has required my assistance.
Do you recognize this rat inside of the cot's mouth?
Angie! Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's your first time seeing this?
Okay, you've never seen this before. Good to know. Why did your son have this? Why did your son have this in a bag?
I don't know. This sounds like you want to theorize something because you're trying to piece things together, and I cannot solve the mystery for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're trying to so I think for anyone watching, so the whole idea of the game is we're trying to get them to admit, but the players are the ones who essentially come up with who did it, not the keeper. So in this case, all right. So here you all need to agree on a story. So this is where things would slow down, and as she calls for Andrew, you'd start piecing together as a group. So in character, you guys begin discussing something, and then you all agree on a story. It's meant to be fast-paced, very fun, and it doesn't matter really what you come up with as long as you use as many clues as possible.
Okay.
The more clues, the more likely your theory will be correct.
Well, Butler's in the clear because he would have cleaned the rug, and also he's not going to be involved in the paternity test at all.
I think the wife is clear because she did not know anything about this according to that reaction.
So, I have a theory. I think Emily is Priscilla's daughter. And she found out. If she had her brother Andrew help hide the dad, because she confronted dad, and then somehow they came to caught in the rat.
And they pushed him overboard. They shoved the cod and the rat in his mouth until he choked to death, and then took it out, pushed him overboard, and then rolled up the rug.
Wait a minute. I was mistaken. It is the butler. Think about it. You were saying that he was very protective of Miss Allison, especially that he wanted to lay hands on me. He cares about her so much. This paternity test that just came up was apparently quite a scandal. meaning he could be the father, and also she would have been sleeping with him to get back at him for sleeping with me.
It was the butler. I knew it. It was the butler. I told y'all. The clue never lies.
That connects the paternity test, the love affair. It doesn't explain the bloody rug, but it does explain the argument.
Maybe, the butler. And
The butler fathered the boy. Because the boy, when he did not like his dad at all.
yes.
And then the daughter found out that the son was the one that was, yes.
And then they pushed him. He fell, bonked his head really hard, and it's probably on the back of his head, why we didn't see it. And he bled out, and they were like, "Oh no!" And like I said, they rolled him up into the rug and shook it out. And the cod jumped into the rug, and there was a rat there, and just ate it.
And my first-hand experience with Albert, he was shooting blanks. None of these children are
I did all of
his.
this from the beginning, so I'm glad you ladies are on board. I did all of this from top to bottom, just like Amanda Delacourt would have done.
Now, what does the cod and the rat have to do with this?
Well, I do think that they probably rolled it up in the rug with the body at first, so that nobody would go near the rug because it is stanky.
Yeah,
So they did it
Ah.
to keep
That
the
would
rug
make
away
super
from
sense.
investigation.
that makes sense.
Of
Yes,
course,
it does.
I am the reasoning one here.
That's
Also-
better than my reasoning.
The butler would have been the one who would have been beating up any rats on this ship, so he would have had the most access to such rodents.
And he would not be suspicious cleaning a rug.
This means that both he and her are culpable in the murder of Albert, who was
And they
just
were-
trying to make his way back to me and have one last moment of happiness.
And they were trying to blame it on the son because because the rug was in the bag next to the boy.
It was a framing job. Opal, you
They
have really
blamed them.
cracked this open.
I believe we have solved the case, ladies.
I believe we have too.
The
I
sheriff
think
will be so happy.
All right.
We all need mimosas. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like we have agreement, and I'll give you the 5 because I get where the rat and the cod come in. It was rough, but I'll give it to you. So, I'm gonna say I think Josh, you had Mammy talk the least, so I think you get to roll the 2d6.
You got this.
All right. That is an 8.
Okay, so an 8 plus the clues you incorporated, which is 5, I believe.
Yeah.
And
It's 13
right,
minus 6,
minus 6.
7.
Okay.
Woo, still passes. Barely.
Thankfully, I have handcuffs in my purse.
All right. At this, well, Albert was at least right about how quick you are, Priscilla. As from her purse, she pulls a handgun.
Protect me,
And-
Lord. I'm going to pull Mary Pat in front of me.
And goes, and from the corner, so from around the door, rather, we see Albert come into view here.
Albert?
Or Andrew come
Oh.
into view
Oh,
here.
what a reveal.
With a large bat. Indeed, we have meddlers, madam.
I knew it is always the butler. Clue never lies.
Well, what's that?
Run!
All right, so this was you encounter danger because of your theory to take down the culprit here, because you have the 2 culprits. What do you eat? What do you guys want to do?
Oh shit! What do I have? I forgot what I have. I have a saw. I have a saw. Oh, and my CB radio.
Okay,
Oh, go ahead.
No, whatever you want. You got to tell me what you want to do.
I'm going to blow my whistle, my danger whistle, for help.
And I'm gonna get on my CB radio that I keep in my purse conveniently. Breaker, breaker! We got the culprits! Breaker, breaker! Sheriff, we got them! Come out here quick! Breaker, breaker! They're gonna kill us! Breaker, breaker!
And Ricardo will come out from behind the door with a pool net.
Okay, so we're at the night move. So here we go. First thing is we've got Sister Mary Pat Murphy. What are you afraid of will happen if you fail with this whistle?
Okay, I'm afraid that, let's see. I'm afraid that we will, the truth is, I have something of a pride about me, which is really, you know, one of those deadly sins, but I try not to let that get the best of me. But I really want to have, you know, the clout from really solving this case. And if we die, well then, that's not going to do it. So I want a witness in here as soon as possible so that they know the truth.
All right. So I think you're trying to keep your composure enough to let this whistle go out. So give me a composure roll.
Okay, and since it's with my whistle, I roll with the third dice.
Yep, advantage.
Great! That is a 5 and a 6 plus a 1. So 6 and a 6, 12!
Nice. All right, you blow your whistle. Woo! And it rings out, and the butler here drops the bat, holding his ears, and just like, ah! So it kind of gives you an opening. So next, what are we doing?
Mamie will pull out her bottle of sriracha from her cafe contraband stash and squeeze it into the eyes of Andrew.
Excellent.
We're going ham on this guy with the bat and not the lady with the gun.
Nice move. Vitality for Mimi. Mammy.
So 3, 6. That is an 11.
Oh. Okay. So describe what it looks like to fully do this.
So you literally will see maybe like reach into her like purse she has on her, and then just yank out this ball of sriracha and screw it and go no, just squirt it all around in Andrew's eyes, blinding him. And as she's thinking about this, she's like, "No, you can't hurt my friend. I have to go to Priscilla's 7th wedding."
All right.
I think Opal immediately pulls out her radio, and she's trying to contact anybody to get them to either come help or get the sheriff to come help.
Okay. What are you afraid of will happen if this doesn't work?
We're all gonna die,
Fair
and we're
enough.
gonna let down Robin, our dearly beloved author.
All right. Give me presents.
God damn it. Okay. So because I'm using my radio, does that? I don't know how. Does that mean I get advantage? Or I don't know.
I think if you use a cozy item, you get advantage on your roll.
Okay. That's terrible. Presents.
Mhm.
Can I use a crown?
Well, this way. So what did you get?
I got a 6.
A 6. Okay. So the way this works is I'll describe it, and then we do a
Okay.
crown and it rewinds time.
Okay.
Is sort of the idea of how it's supposed to work. So, yeah, I think You get on the radio, and there's just nothing but static that's coming, and she goes, "Clear, you didn't know enough to see that we turned ours so no one could get through to any other channel." As she fires into Opal, but you put on your crown. So do what it says on the crown.
Excuse me. Oh, I don't know. I'm so bad at these. I'm gonna do a scene in the present day showing our burgeoning romance. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not?
Okay, give it to me.
Yeah. You see her talking on her landline, smiling and giggling with a little blush on her face. Kind of late at night, around 10 o'clock. As she says, "Yes, yeah, of course, James. I'll see you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. To bring over those tools. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Bye." He quickly hangs up.
Okay. As you think about this, as you're calling out and not hearing an answer, then finally you hear Spinner Bear Sheriff's from the Bay office. What's your situation?
This crazy bitch is gonna kill us. She's got a gun. We're on the boat. The yacht.
All right, and it begins to goes, "You got it," and you're so excited that you don't see Allison push the radio off out of your control onto your foot, breaking your ankle as you fall.
Oh no! Ow!
Means you're not gonna be able to make your date.
No, James.
Then I think we still have Priscilla.
Yeah. So Ricardo turns the corner and uses his pull net to try and sweep out the gun from her hands.
Amazing. And what are you afraid would happen if this fails?
Something will happen to Ricardo.
All right. Then I think, I think there's presents. This is
all right. Here we go. Seven.
Okay. All right. Ricardo comes around, catches the gun in the net, and as he shouts, "Oh, I am a hero. I can now move on with my life." And with that, she's knocked over. Andrew is screaming in pain as we see a sheriff's boat move up to the yacht and take everybody into custody. as all of you explain precisely what happened to the sheriff.
Now can we get brunch?
I need to go to the ER, Priscilla.
Oh, well, we can stop at a restaurant on the way, Opal.
Ow. You
Can
got
Sister
any of
Mary
those
Pat
people?
wrap her up in an ace wrap with her medical bag?
That's gonna help.
I'm sure Mammy can drive till you're feeling better.
I can drive!
Oh God!
Buckle up! Mammy's on the road.
No, James! Please save my car.
All right. So, get this, bring into a hospital, and among all the hubbub, as there's quite a show of people seeing the rich people put in the yacht being docked and handcuffed the butler and Miss Krause herself. So, as the sheriff, well, I have to say, y'all could have just said that there was something going on. At one point, you will realize you are not the police and need to mind your own business and do what you're told.
Sheriff!
I did everything the captain said. Now, Mr. Sheriff.
I bet you did.
They broke my ankle.
And goes, well, let's get you in. As we're seeing the hospital, as all of you see your condition wounded Opal getting the medication she needs. In this scene, as the sheriff does thank you, and we see nurses a little bit gossiping about the old women who showed up, the men who try to think they got everything going. What are all of you doing?
You know,
Maybe
girls. Oh, go ahead, maybe. Go first.
or maybe joins the group. She goes up to the sheriff and goes, "It was really nice working with you. You remind me of so much of my husband." She shakes his hand, and she her numbers in there for the nursing home, and she scribbled like a couple room numbers, and then she's like put like 3 different ones, and then question mark, and she's like, "I believe one of those is mine. Call me." And then it heads back to the girls.
Sister Mary Pat is sort of, thinking about some of the things they did today and looking around at this hospital and thinking about that bloody rug. And she's like, things have really advanced these years, you girls. I mean, medicine wasn't like this back when I was doing my midwifery with Ruth, my best friend Ruth. And I remember this one time, because we used to make house calls, on our little bicycles. We'd go, and we'd make house calls. And I remember this one woman, she was on her own, which is unheard of for the time. And she already had 3 kids, and it was a very horrific birth, and there was blood everywhere. And I mean, sometimes no children are burdens, but sometimes when you don't have much, it's stressful to have another mouth to feed. And well, Ruth was looking around, and she saw the mess we'd made, and well, she stayed late that day, and she cleaned up, and she washed all those linens by hand. And well, Ruth always, she got her hands dirty, That was never my way, but well, this second chance at life I have with you girls, I'm finally getting my hands dirty, and it feels great.
Priscilla says, sister, I'd love to hear more about Ruth someday. And she kind of pats her on the knee and then gets up and goes up to see like the next doctor that's walking by. And says, "Excuse me, doctor. Doctor, can I speak to you a moment? I've a terrible condition, doctor.
Oh my gosh, so you having a heart attack?
No, I think
Maybe we need to test you.
I think my lips taste funny. Could you check them?"
She kind of takes a breath, like, "Ma'am, you can sit with your friend. Thank you." And as they say that, you look at Priscilla, flirting this doctor going, "No," very young doctor who's like, "No, ma'am, sit. Not what I need right now." And Priscilla, you look past his well-groomed beard and ears, and all of you look past Priscilla and the doctor to the elevator down the hall, and it is closing, and through about the 3-inch gap, you see a black hooded robed figure with a white marble mask. Smooth, like something out of a temple or a museum, as the door closes.
Mammy's daughter.
I was thinking the same thing, Priscilla.
Opal is high as a kite from the morphine they pumped her full of, and she's like, "Sister Mary Pat!"
And you put it out of your minds as you laugh, and we push out of the hospital over the town onto the night beach with the moon high in the sky. And we see the figure walk onto the beach, brushing off something from their gloves. The moonlight causing the mask of her and the others that gather on this beach to radiate bright. And they begin chanting words we can't understand, first under their breath and then louder. As we look out from them onto the ocean, the moon hovering right above the horizon of it. There's this shape that rises large, the water's parting for it. Its general form, amorphous, silhouetted by the moon. As the chant grows louder and the credits roll. And that is the end of session 1.
Ooh, we cracked the case.
Next time on Murder Mavens.
I love it. Next time on Murder Mavens, Oprah's line.
Oh, I don't know.
Just give something. Do it.
God damn it.
You're in a Halloween costume.
What?
You're in a Halloween costume.
Dancing on my whatchamacallit that help people walk when they break their leg.
Crutches?
Yes, thank you. I don't know. I'm so tired.
Then we see Priscilla in front of a poster that says Return of the Devil Women from Planet X. And she says...
Oh, she's saying that she's making out with a gentleman.
Making out with a gentleman. Absolutely. And then Mammy.
Is at the nursing home handing out candy dressed like her husband because she's wearing his uniform.
Amazing. And then Sister Mary Pat Murphy.
The camera pans from Priscilla just a little bit to the right, and Sister Mary Pat is standing there in a outfit and a hairdo that looks just like Priscilla, as if she's dressed up as Priscilla for Halloween. And she goes, I am dressed as a sister. Do you get it? But like a sister, like biologically sister, not like the religious kind.
All right. So hopefully you have gone ahead and marked your questions for your end of session.
What questions?
On your character sheet.
Yeah.
I'm so tired, guys. You don't understand. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so ideally you would have marked them before we started, but it's okay because we didn't quite get to that because we're trying to get a move on here. So the first one, of course, is did the murder maven solve a mystery?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll get an experience for that.
Okay.
And everyone, if you did mark questions, share them. And if you will go around, we can start with Josh. Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
So did you show someone that you still got it? Oh yeah, I showed the son I still got it when I pulled one over him and stole his bag with the bloody rug. Did you dote on someone? Yes, the sheriff. Did I shared a late memory of my husband in the war and dying?
Okay. You just marked two. So it was
Okay,
the two. You
two.
marked, yeah.
Okay.
It's the first one that you got the automatic mark and then two additional.
Gotcha. Okay. So perfect.
Perfect. All right. Who's next?
Sister Mary Pat magically shared wisdom with a young person, and that was handed to me on a silver platter when I was talking to Emily about lying. And then it's my wisdom, not wisdom in general. So that's how I said that. And then also, did I share a memory of a late family member? I'm counting Ruth, if that's okay. And I talked about, the birthing scene.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So you got all three experience.
Yeah, and Priscilla showed someone. She still got it. She definitely showed that to the captain. Did she behave like a woman half her age? I'd say not only did she, but also a quarter of her age as well.
All right. Then anything for Opal?
Sure. I just marked two things
Got
randomly.
it. What'd you mark?
Secretly undermine the authority of a local official. Well, we did, but he ended up finding out. Does that count?
We'll let it go for this.
Okay, I don't know. Behave like a woman half your age. Yeah, when she drives, she sure as hell does.
That's very good. All right. Well, for those watching, that's sort of how Brindlewood Bay would go. There was a very Golden Girls horny Brindlewood Bay. The way that we decided to do it, a little comedic, but it's fun. It is whatever you would make it. So it's the fun of the game.
So
But
did I mark experience? Like what it?
Yeah. So you get those. So you would mark 3 experience total.
Okay. Just double checking.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we will go ahead and we put on a few crowns, and found out maybe about something a little bit bigger going on at the Bay. But for that, we will end. For those watching or someone rewatching this, thanks all. Hopefully, you laughed as hard as we did. We really hope so, and we will. You can always come back to GMBL. We have different games that run, and we'll see if the Mavens return sometime. See you later. Bye-bye.